23 feet of raging floodwater is charging through McMullen County right now. That is not a forecast. The Nueces River is already rising and will not stop until Monday. 3 people are confirmed dead, and hundreds of families are trapped with no way out. From LaSalle to Live Oak, from Tilden to Three Rivers, this river system is at war with Texas. McMullen County, Dimmit County, LaSalle County, every one of these areas is in the direct path. The National Weather Service has already issued major flood warnings for the entire Nueces River corridor. At the 3-minute mark, I will show you the exact timeline of when this gets dramatically worse. By minute 7, you will understand why Tuesday and Thursday are the 2 days you must watch. Stay with me to the end. I have one critical piece of information most channels are not telling you. This is a multi-phase flood event, and right now we are only in the beginning of Phase 1. The last time the Nueces River near Three Rivers crested this high was July of 2002, 24 years ago. An entire generation of Texans has never seen water like this coming down that river corridor. Governor Greg Abbott has already signed disaster declarations for dozens of the hardest-hit counties. This is real. This is happening. This is not a drill for anyone living near any Texas river tonight. Right now, as I am speaking to you, that water is still rising and the worst is still ahead. Before I walk you through the city-by-city breakdown, there is one number I have not told you yet. I have been watching these river stage models for the past 24 hours straight without stopping. 40.2 feet, that is what forecasters are projecting for the Nueces River near Three Rivers by Thursday. At 40 feet, floodwaters reach miles from the main river channel, swallowing entire residential subdivisions. River Creek Acres, J.I. Haley Subdivision, Buckeye Knoll, whole neighborhoods could go underwater by Thursday evening. This is the part that should change everything about how seriously you're taking this event right now. Stay with me. What is coming next is the county-by-county breakdown you need to protect your family. Let me explain how a river system like the Nueces becomes this catastrophically dangerous this fast. Heavy rainfall upstream in the hill country sends enormous volumes of water rushing downstream all at once. That wall of water takes hours and sometimes days to travel from its source to communities downstream. By the time it reaches Three Rivers, it has gathered the force of hundreds of miles of river basin. The Frio River feeds into the Nueces, and right now both of those rivers are running dangerously full. When you combine 2 swollen river systems, the result downstream is dramatically worse than either one alone. That is exactly what is bearing down on Live Oak County and McMullen County as I speak to you. The Nueces near Tilden is sitting at 9 feet right now with flood stage set at 14 feet. Forecasters expect it to blow past 14 and crest at 23.1 feet by Monday evening. That is nearly double the level at which the river officially becomes a flood threat to the community. Now let us talk about what this means specifically for each affected county. Starting with McMullen County, Tilden is the town at the center of the Nueces River warning for McMullen County right now tonight. The river there is expected to rise above flood stage this evening and continue rising through the weekend. If you have family or friends in Tilden or anywhere along the Nueces in McMullen, call them now. Moving south, LaSalle County and the city of Cotulla are under their own flood warning from the Nueces. The river at Cotulla is already elevated, and forecasters say it will remain above flood stage through Wednesday morning. After Cotulla, the water continues south and gathers speed before it reaches Live Oak County and Three Rivers. Three Rivers is where I need you to pay very close attention for the next 60 seconds. The Nueces at Three Rivers is currently at just 1.3 feet bank full stage. There is 20 feet. But do not let that low number fool you. The water is coming, and it is coming fast. By Tuesday afternoon, forecasters expect the river there to blast past the 25-foot flood stage mark. It will then keep rising to a projected crest of 40.2 feet by Thursday evening without stopping. At that level, floodwaters extend miles in every direction from the main channel into neighborhoods and farmland. Up to 4 feet of standing water is projected inside River Creek Acres subdivision near Three Rivers, 4 feet. Kellner Camp along County Road 336 will flood, with water several feet deep surrounding homes in that area. Are you or someone you love living within 2 miles of any Texas river or creek right now tonight? If the answer is yes, stop watching and start making phone calls to check on the people you love. Georgia has a flooding situation tonight too. Big Creek near Alpharetta is at 8.4 feet and rising. Here's the timeline I promised you at the start, the exact progression of this Texas flood emergency. Tonight to Saturday, July 25th, the Nueces River near Tilden rises past flood stage and keeps climbing fast. Monday evening, the Nueces near Tilden crests at 23.1 feet, the highest level since September 2002. Tuesday afternoon, the Nueces near Three Rivers rises above flood stage, triggering mandatory warnings for Live Oak County. Thursday evening, the catastrophic 40-foot crest arrives at Three Rivers with miles of standing water in every direction. That Thursday crest is the number that emergency managers in Live Oak County are most afraid of right now. And this is the part of the event that the national news is not spending nearly enough time on, because when most people hear flood warnings, they think about rain they can see falling outside their window. But this is not a rainstorm flood, this is a river flood, and those are a completely different danger. A river flood can arrive on a perfectly clear sunny day with not a single cloud in the sky. Tuesday morning in Three Rivers could be 68 degrees and sunny, and the water will still be coming. By Tuesday afternoon, that water will charge in faster than many residents will be ready to respond to it. The National Weather Service said it plainly: turn around. Do not drown when encountering any flooded road. Most flood deaths in America do not happen outside. They happen inside vehicles on flooded roads and highways. 6 inches of moving floodwater is enough to knock a full-grown adult completely off their feet. 12 inches of moving floodwater will carry away a standard passenger vehicle, any weight, any driver. 2 feet of moving floodwater will sweep away a pickup truck, and that truck becomes a coffin. I am not trying to frighten you. I am telling you exactly what has killed families in previous Texas floods. Now, here's the second danger that almost no one is talking about: what happens after the crest passes. Even after Thursday's crest, forecasters say the river at Three Rivers will continue at dangerous levels for days. Water will remain above flood stage in parts of the Nueces River corridor well into the following week. Roads that appear dry may have been undermined by floodwater rushing beneath them. They can collapse without warning. Downed power lines hidden under standing water make flooded areas deadly long after the water appears to recede. Sewage contamination spreads through standing floodwater and creates serious health risks for anyone who comes into contact. In Dimmit County near Asherton, the Nueces is already above flood stage at 20.6 feet as of tonight. Forecasters say the river should begin falling tonight, but caution is still required along every riverbank in the area. In New Mexico, a flash flood warning fired tonight for Otero County near Mescalero and Tularosa from thunderstorms. In Arizona, 2 separate flash flood warnings were issued tonight: Gila County and Yavapai County near Lake Pleasant. Here's the number that concerns me most when I look at this flood event across the entire region. 14 counties across Texas are under active flood warnings or declarations as of tonight, Saturday, July 25th. More than 700 homes across the state have already been damaged or completely destroyed, and water is still rising. That number of damaged homes is going to climb significantly once floodwaters fully recede and damage assessments begin. Thousands of rescue workers, boats, and helicopters are working right now to reach families who cannot get out alone. And here's where I want to step back for just a moment from the numbers and the maps. These are not statistics, these are grandparents, parents, children, and neighbors in very real danger tonight. Scripture says in Proverbs, the prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and suffer. The people who come through this flood safely are the ones who saw the danger and acted on it. I am not here to ruin your Sunday. I am here to make sure your family has a safe week ahead. Here's exactly what you need to do right now if you are in or near any affected Texas River County. Action 1, do not drive through any water on any road, regardless of how shallow it appears to be. Barricades and road closure signs are there because emergency workers know something you cannot see from your vehicle. Even if you have driven through that road 100 times, floodwater changes everything underneath the surface tonight. Action 2, gather at least 1 gallon of clean drinking water per person per day for 5 days minimum. A family of 4 needs 20 gallons of clean water stored before flood conditions make supply unavailable. Action 3, charge every phone, tablet, and portable battery pack in your home completely full right now. Make sure wireless emergency alerts are turned on. This is the system that will wake you if needed. Action 4, identify the highest point in your home and know the route there before water arrives. In a river flood, you may have minutes, not hours, to move from the ground floor to upper levels. Action 5, do not re-enter your home after evacuation until local officials declare the area completely safe. Floodwater inside a home is not rainwater. It carries sewage, chemicals, and dangerous biological material throughout. If you are under a mandatory evacuation order right now, there is only one correct response: leave immediately. You can rebuild a house and replace belongings. You cannot replace the people inside that house. Avoid all roads in McMullen, LaSalle, Live Oak, and Dimmit counties for those coming days ahead. Routes along the Nueces River corridor will be impassable and extremely dangerous through at minimum this coming Thursday. If you must travel in South Texas this week, check road conditions through TXDOT before leaving your driveway. Now, I want to talk about the people in these communities who are most vulnerable to this type of events. Elderly neighbors living alone near any river in South Texas may not be aware of the danger coming. If you know someone in McMullen, Live Oak, LaSalle, or Dimmit County, call them today, right now. Let me give you one final clear timeline so you know exactly which dates matter most this coming week. Tonight, Saturday, July 25th, the Nueces River rises past flood stage at Tilden. Action required in McMullen County now. Sunday, July 26th, elevated and dangerous river levels continue across the entire Nueces River system through Texas. Monday evening, July 27th, the Tilden crest reaches 23.1 feet, the highest mark in 24 years. Tuesday afternoon, July 29th, Three Rivers enters flood stage as the massive river surge arrives from upstream counties. Thursday evening, July 31st, the catastrophic 40-foot crest hits Three Rivers, the most dangerous moment of this event. Texas has faced floods before. The communities along the Nueces know how to help each other through hard times. If you have extra water, food, or supplies, reach out to your church, your neighbor, your community center. If this information could protect someone you love, share this right now before you scroll to something else. A heads up from someone they trust is worth every emergency alert they have swiped away without reading this week. The water will recede, the roads will reopen, the communities along the Nueces River will rebuild and stand again. But right now, tonight, be the person who prepared, who reached out, and who kept their family safe. Drop your county in the comments. Tell us what the water looks like outside your window right now tonight. We will be tracking every model update, every crest revision, and every road closure through the entire week ahead. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you do not miss a single critical update as this event unfolds. Stay safe, stay smart, stay off flooded roads, and take care of every person on your street tonight. God bless the people of Texas, and God bless every first responder working through the night to bring families home.